Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming The Lord of the Rings online, and I have to move my microphone real quick. Didn't realize I was so much out of place, and I think this one's kind of noisy when I move it. So just wanted to let you all know that, and I'm going to be doing Duskenvales on my Warden though, so we're taking a break from the really fun Siege of Mirkwood content on the legendary servers for my Warden Melrethel on Anor to go to another Warden called Melrethel on Arkenstone to do this, but I am doing this because I really didn't want to leave only one storyline left in Vales of Anduin, the new Update 24 zone. Before my break that is coming up, I actually might have 2 quests left. Oh, I still have to kill fireflies in Lorelad. I totally forgot about that quest. Well, we can get that on the way to Duskenvales. That should not be a problem. But that should be the only quest I have left in Lorelad, because I'm pretty sure I have finished. We can check the deeds, and I'm pretty sure I've finished all I need to up through this point. So that is Sights of the Vales? No. Quests of the Wilderfolk. Yeah, so we've done all 5 of these storylines, and we have 1 more left for part 6 here, actually, with Duskenvale, the Approach of Dawn. Don't know what to expect from this. Kind of seems a little bit Lothlorien-ish themed, but I'm not sure if the questing will lead there at all. And hey, Mr. Fluffy57. So yeah, I'll just be going today to finish the storyline. I don't know how long it will take, or if there will be any in-game content I might start to run. One thing that I might potentially do is join a featured instance group, because it's been a really long time since I've actually been able to run one decently. I've been able to run them, but I've had trouble in them, because my characters are a little bit undergeared. Okay, so I did see your comment and I actually replied to it. Not sure if you saw that, but if you're using Steam, I think some people have had the issue with not even having an option to change to 64-bit. Should probably get on my war steed, but I do need to kill the fireflies that will be coming up. Just going to say I could be running a little bit faster if I was on my war steed. My inventory is always messy, but relatively clean for this area. I haven't sold anything because I just know all these things can be used for a task, and I want to save that just in case I need reputation. So yeah, if you're using Steam, I don't know if there's a fix specifically for the Steam client. You might be able to launch the launcher in some different way. Some people might have said something about that, and then what I do know is not using Steam is just generally what I recommend. But if you really want to use Steam, there might be a way to get around that. I just don't know if there is. So yeah, we'll kill 7 fireflies real quick. I don't think that will be a problem. I just forgot about the quest and we never really got in an area with a ton of them around. It's not really an important quest, it's just kind of a really side quest to kill some mobs. As far as I know, there are more towards Rosgabel, and that's just kind of never where I went out and about to actually kill things in quest otherwise. And I just am seeing right now that my monitor is really dirty. They're odd like trails. I don't know if I just don't know what got on my monitor. But anyway, you all of course can't see that. Kind of thinking, because it's kind of bright, whenever I stream in the morning, it seems like, there we go, I always have to turn my monitor brightness up even if I'm not in too dark of an area, just because it's lighter outside, so lighter inside. Hey Ethan Jones and Play Mirkwood. I plan to get back to Mirkwood this evening, so I'm going to be doing 2 streams today actually, and I really wanted to finish Vales of Anduin, enjoying this zone, so I'll be going back to Mirkwood later today, and figured I could go ahead and just do 2 streams today with what's going on in my life. Thought Vales of Anduin would be good to get to in the morning. Probably not all that crowded here. I don't know how many people would switch over from this to Mirkwood. I would, but I just unfortunately didn't finish, and they released Mirkwood really early at a really bad time. What would I recommend for a second character, Runekeeper or Warden? Well, what I would really recommend is Runekeeper and Warden, but it depends which of those you think you'd enjoy more if you want a caster type. That could be good. It also depends on what your first character is. So if your first character is melee, then maybe go with something like Runekeeper. And then if your first character is ranged already and maybe a lore master or some sort of tactical class, you could go with Warden to get the variety. Because if I were to choose like two characters, I would want two things that are fairly different just so I get a better variety. That would just be my recommendation. Okay, one more Firefly after this one. Oh yeah, one thing, I had some weird graphics things going on the last time we were in this zone, so I actually do want to check on that real quick. I just remembered it because the landscape with the shadows was just really weird. So I'm pretty sure I have my lighting quality. Yeah, I still have the landscape lighting quality at very high, and for some reason last time I turned it to anything higher than low, it decided to get super bright and just like delete all the shadows. So now it looks like it's actually working. But that was just a really weird issue. I thought I would check on that real quick. Okay, so you're going to go with Runekeeper. Good option. I don't think you can choose wrong between Warden and Runekeeper. As much as I enjoy Warden, I know a lot of people don't enjoy it and probably not a good class for them. Hey Tay, and you love my videos and you love my voice as well. Well, glad you love both the videos and my voice. That is good. And we finished that quest. Okay, so now we're actually done with the Roscabel Larlad area. Now we can move on to Duskenvale. So we have a quest to just go there. I do have two more quests it looks like. Oh, two of the pages quests. Again, I might have missed some of these, so I'm not too worried about like really finishing that right away. The ghoul marks and reputation and things like that could be nice. I'm not sure if the Lost Door, if that really gives anything besides something you can read if you're interested in the lore. And then the two furnitures it looks like for your house that can actually, it's a record of the folk song, okay. And yeah, this one looks like the same thing just for Tara Lindale. Okay, anyway, we need to actually find where we're going because I need to cross this river. I think this is a good time to actually switch to my war steed. Got more loot boxes. I sent those to my Runekeeper. I kind of forgot about that. Or I sent them to my Bengal. I don't remember which, but if I actually start playing on these servers a little bit more, especially with Minas Morgul, having more gold would not be a bad thing, so could try to sell those. Doing good on ghoul marks. I have 52. Again, I thought reputation would be the issue and not ghoul marks. I'm glad to see it as actually ghoul marks that are the issue of what I need to get, at least to get in-game gear. And I looked at the vendor briefly while kind of setting up the stream and just logging on the character. Just the reputation vendor, and some of the gear pieces are useful. I think it was like the helmet and shoulders or something like that, so at least two of them will be useful, and then the pants as well were useful. Chest piece is a little bit weird because mine has kind of parry and evade, which aren't the best stats, but then it's also teal and has like an essence slot, so it's better in that way. And I think the chest piece available from the vendor has finesse and critical rating, so two things I do want. Finesse I'm actually doing pretty good on. I know that's something that I have been concerned with, getting resisted a lot, and getting that up has been good. I do want a cloak though, just so I need a cloak and a pocket item I think are the two biggest things I need. So we had a warg, a crow, and oh, that's a pretty big warg. A warg, a crow, a deer here. This landscape's reminding me a little bit of a Region in a way. Oh no, for some reason it just looks like that. Kind of the rocky area near Walls of Moria, which it's not too far away from that, so it would kind of make sense that it might look similar even across the mountain range. And at the same time, it's got a little bit of the fogginess of kind of a Mirkwoody area. Where do we need to go? We actually need to go up north. We're at a Beorning watch post. I assume we're going down to the town. I don't know why there would be a little village rather than a town down there. Are we getting Lothlorian orcs in here, maybe? That's possible. I know they have like the Misty Mountains Goblin Town. Goblins coming into the other part of the zone. So connecting back with Lothlorien would actually be pretty neat if they do that. Not sure if that is what's going on here. I just know with the goblins specifically, they're from Goblin Town. These could just be random other orcs as far as I know. Yeah, find the orc camp at Brafulag. Brafulag? A lot of quests there right in this area, so we just need to travel south a little bit. I don't even know which quest. I have like a light blue quest. Okay, travel south. Oh, I need to actually follow her. Okay. That seems like a good idea. So the little village, don't know exactly what it will be, is Arheim. Okay, so we're done with that quest, or can continue it. Get orc ambushers. Okay, they're to the south. I have a white quest up here, supplies for Arheim. Arheim or Arheim? Not sure. But those are right here. And yeah, okay. Some quests like that, you actually have to carry the item. I was kind of thinking it actually would be that, but we don't have to do that, and we can go to this orc camp right here and defeat some orcs. Don't know what else we would do here, but defeating orcs sounds good. And I'm in tank spec, so I gotta try to pull a bunch of orcs and see how that goes. Looks like it's not going too well at the start. And I'm messing up my game, it's okay. One thing I will say is I was just curious how well I'd be able to handle running in like that, because been a little bit since I played on the server, gotta remind myself with how this character is doing, and yeah, I died there. But fortunately I have the free revive. Okay, so we can get right back to this, and it looks like some of my armor is damaged. Good to know I do have to be a little bit more careful here. Actually dealing a lot of damage to me. Even just these two orcs. I see some enraged buff on them. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Oh, and I'm pulling more. Kind of a tricky situation where I died there. Probably should have just tested out a few of the mobs before I did that, but I always gotta have fun if I can. I see a big camp of orcs and it's hard to resist trying to pull them. That would be something fun for my Warden on Anor, because I haven't really run into anything with Mirkwood too difficult yet. Especially with half of the mobs being dead. But anyway, Fluffy, you did this weird and funny thing where you look one way and point your camera at a different place, so when I do one thing to move my camera, your character looks like a twist in your head. Yeah, I think, is it something like that where you can, hold up, I'm trying to think, you point your camera at a different place. If you're like strafing like that, I don't know if this is what you're talking about with like the twisting your head thing. I should probably switch to my war stage because we can go a little bit faster. Oh, I'm actually in DPS spec. See, I thought I was in tank spec. That probably would have helped a little bit if I was in tank spec. I also used on the second fight my heal, which did not seem to heal me as much as normal, so that kind of explains what's going on. I don't know why I thought I was in tank spec, because I would have had... Wait, I am in tank spec. Wait, I don't have recklessness. What? I have recklessness though. But, okay, this is really weird. I actually have recklessness, like, on my skill bar, and I can use it. Like, I can use it, and I have that buff, but I don't actually have the trait in here, but I'm pretty sure I actually have the trait. Because I don't know why I want to have the trait, and I have, like, the amount of trait points that I think should be spent with also having that. So that's just really weird right now. But yeah, I am in red line. That much I do know. We can either switch to blue line or stay in red line and just pull a little bit slower. I think both of those could work. Oh, here's a random page. We might find some of the orc ambushers here. And we'll see. Maybe they have to actually ambush me like a lot of these quests seem like. There is an eerie light. I still don't know that you can actually call those lights. They look more like shadows. I don't know, that would be the closest thing that I'll call them, shadows instead of lights. Unless I somehow emit light. Like their icon actually looks like, but then they're all shady and shadowy. Well, DPS spec is good for dealing damage, so we can do that. I guess I saw Defiant Challenge and just assume I was in tank spec. Now I want to try the same thing in tank spec, but it would be really bad if I just ended up dying. That's just the eerie light. No, those guys do a ton of damage to me because they will do tactical damage, and my tactical mitigation is not all that great. It is 13.5%. It's actually really bad. Not even just not that great. I guess I don't have a single piece of gear with tactical mitigation anymore. Is why I would guess it's that low. It's probably just what my armor gives me. Oh yeah, I need to kill 2 ambushers in there. Ambushing me, might as well hit them. Kind of glad that I found out I was in DPS spec though, because it did seem like they were dealing kind of crazy damage, and good to know where that came from. But yeah, we can go back at this and just pull a little bit slower in DPS spec. I guess the main reason to use Defiant Challenge in DPS is for the Reflect, which does a decent amount of damage. I was kind of surprised. I don't know if they've updated it somewhat recently, but just in general, wouldn't expect that to do so much damage on the Reflect, but it does. Okay, so we need to collect some things. Stolen supplies, we have to get 15 of these? Wow. Usually if you have to collect something like that for a quest, it's not so many. I'm not really complaining about that, though. It just kind of surprised me that I actually need that many. Oh, here are some mobs respawning. Yeah, I see my gloves are broken. Probably would be a lot safer to go ahead and switch to tank spec. That way when I actually use a heal like this, it does a little bit more than just like 10, 15,000 probably total. There we go. I hope when I actually respec back it has everything that I should have had. So as far as, I'm kind of wondering what I want to continue with the blue line. If I were to get like a lot more trait points, could be worth considering even going to finesse. I feel like 22,000 would be a decent amount. Yeah, that'd be a decent amount. Also in just continuing the red line, you get more DPS as well. Don't get much for the initial parts of yellow line. Anyway, we can get some more stolen supplies and hopefully find somewhere to repair relatively soon. Wonder if these mobs drop any of the stolen supplies. Doesn't look like it. So I don't know what the deeds for this zone look like, or not what the deeds, what the dailies for this zone looks like. It's a good thing I switched to tank spec, by the way. We got a lot of mobs on us. And you all can probably see how much easier I'm just like hardly taking any damage compared to red line, and that's basically the way the blue line should generally work. Especially now that I have decent gear, it should be a lot noticeable, a lot more noticeable. And my heals are just, they heal a lot better, and a lot of different things going on for the blue line here. All the gear upgrades have helped, so it's just like a bigger difference than when we started the zone red versus blue. And I also noticed the damage difference more now, though. I guess that's a little bit of a drawback, but not really a drawback. So, did I watch E3, and if so, what am I most excited for? I watched the Microsoft press conference. Otherwise, I paid a little bit of attention to what was going on. I'm personally not too excited for basically anything with that. I guess Halo would be the game I would be most excited for, but I'm not sure I'd really buy it or play it all that much. But again, I didn't really watch anything else other than that. And didn't see anything in particular announced that I'd be like super excited for. Only have 5 of the stolen supplies. We gotta get going on those. There is somebody here. Saw the mobs respawning earlier, so I assume there was somebody else here. Make sure I get my kills in. Oh yeah, so I was talking about the dailies in the zone. I don't know what the dailies are. I'm kind of curious if they'll be like, you have to kill some orcs first, some of them maybe. Because I need to work on the Orc Slayer deed, and that would be a good time to do it so I don't just like go out and farm the deed if I would get it anyway. I guess he wants me to pull. Now he's here collecting my supplies. He keeps pulling things and pulling faster. I don't know, might not be. Oh, we have an elite here. I didn't realize there was an elite right here. Well, this will be interesting. Captain Ogres. We actually have to defeat him for a quest. I'm surprised you have to defeat an elite for a quest. That's, I don't think it's a bad thing because these things are more manageable, but back when I had bad gear, it would not have been an easy task to even begin with, and if I were solo right now, wouldn't be super easy, but I'm not like dying or anything. I know the hunter's helping kill him, but at this point I could just like keep restoring morale and wouldn't have an issue. But yeah, that's unexpected and kind of nice. I know it can be difficult and some players might run into issues if they were in the situation I was with gear basically. And maybe without anybody to help, but nice to see something like that in the zone. So Diago, Lauren Hero, don't know if I'm saying that right, but what server do I play in? I play in Arkenstone right now, and I also play Anor with another warden named Melrethel, who we will be back on this evening. So I got all my stolen supplies. Those weren't too bad. No, I mentioned that I needed 15, which seemed like a lot, and kind of was. Okay, I didn't know if the Lost Door was actually tracking with a couple of these rings, but it doesn't look like it. Didn't expect it to. It's like, just didn't think those quests in general tracked. So I have the turn-in up here, I think, with the hunter who's getting killed right now. There are like 2 Baronings here? Or are they just like NPC? Okay, yeah, they're NPC Baroning guards. So should you go Hobbit or High Elf as a warden? Is there any difference in power? So there is one difference that I believe High Elves have. I'm not a High Elf on this character, but you get plus light type damage. I think you can also get the one-handed sword damage. So High Elf would be a little bit better for that, but it's not the biggest deal. You should, I think, just choose whichever one you want. I personally prefer like a High Elf, but if you really want a Hobbit, I don't think it's the biggest deal, and you could go ahead and make that. But yeah, you do get a little bit better for being a High Elf as a warden. Just a little bit better boost. For some reason, this light's like flickering really bad. Both of these lights, and I thought I might have had quest items from the glowing. It's kind of weird. And a good point for some screenshots. Screenshots like these can always be pretty nice where you actually have something in them. Okay, so we need to go down south and defeat 2 more orc ambushers. Oh, I think I'll find plenty of those. Looks like there are probably 10 of them along this stretch of the road. Then I can go to town to Garson. Well, to the person Garson. The town is Arheim. But I keep skipping over whenever I use Shield and Fist. It's not actually going. I'm trying to go a little bit too fast with my gambit building. I'm getting like just enough lag and latency that it doesn't actually go off. But yeah, a ton of ambushers here. Would have had no issues with those anyway. So how viable is Warden in-game content currently? They are viable for DPS. They're a good DPS. They're tanking. As far as the most difficult in-game content, they're not ideal, to say the least. They're not really good. But as far as more easy content, where having like maximum mitigation as possible isn't like the biggest thing about a tank, and having strong defensive cooldowns rather isn't a big deal. So any like tier 1 type content, Wardens are pretty good tanks, and they're actually really good for like some instances that are not raids, that are again on the lowest difficulty, because they can just deal really high DPS as a tank. Don't know why this person would have anything different, but we'll talk to them. I need to repair. That's who I need to go to. What are the special honey rolls? Oh, those are the... I remember seeing that food. It's 5% damage and 5% healing, and they're 165 gold each apparently. From that person, I don't know if anybody's buying them for that much. It'd be a pretty tough buy for me. So we need to do the forge and reforge, it looks like. Also, I have a sword to identify. Range damage. I don't really care what legacies I get on these. I just sell whatever legacy scrolls because I don't need them anymore. Just really care about leveling them up, and I can use like the heritage runes to send to my alts and whatever I need with that. Okay, so we did repair our armor. That is a good thing. We have our gloves or whatever we were missing back. Oh, I need to talk to Viable. Yeah, that would probably be a good thing to summon her.
I can see why you are so renowned. Those orcs stood little chance against you.
Any news on possible buffs to Warden taking? I wish I had news on that, but I do not. Supposedly, according to the minimap, she has a quest. I might relog if that doesn't go away and I can't find any more quests. I don't know who else would have a quest because she's like the first person I talked to in here, but we do see somebody else, so we'll talk to Viable here again, and then maybe see what's going on with that. Hey Nicholas Melvin, and could I make a video about the Warden tank class? I will have a video related to that actually coming up. It is in my list of videos to edit, which I was kind of hoping to get to this morning, but didn't really get to it. My schedule's been a little bit off because of things coming up. I've been kind of preparing my sleep schedule a little bit more for that. So I haven't been getting up as early to do like editing. And also with doing the stream this morning, I was more preparing for that. But yeah, I do have, and we did get what we needed with Garson here. But I will have a video related to that at least coming up. Won't worry about tasks now, but eventually I'd like to see if I can turn in any. But as far as I know, my reputation not having any issue with that, I might even be able to get kindred with just questing. I'm 4,500 away. So we need to complete quests in Duskenvales. Well, are there more quests? There we go, there are a couple more. Collect venison and defeat Skadhern. Wonder if that is a certain deer or what's going on with that. It said massive black something, but I will not. I'll just wait to actually find it to see. I don't know, that sounds more like a warg though. Skadhern. I don't know if it sounds like a warg name. The river provides, so Anduin moss and river reeds? Okay. Skadhern could be in that area, hunting dust deer. So yeah, I've got a few different things to do. This is kind of the part I was just really curious what it would be on. I know the thumbnail I made like really orange looking because this feels like an orangish area, but so far it doesn't really look orange on the landscape. I kind of expected Maybe more based off this west side here, being a little bit orangier looking, kind of more Lothlorien, maybe a little bit Trollshaws. But yeah, more like Lothlorien, that type of themed kind of going out. Not really the golden part of Lothlorien, but the oranger parts. I was kind of expecting it to look a little bit more like that, but it doesn't really look like that in this area. This area looks pretty similar to actually the Wolfdens, which on the map it looks kind of similar, so don't mind it being similarly themed. Kind of makes sense that two areas in a single zone could actually look a little bit similar. Don't know what's right here. I got some Valor. Okay. Yeah, on my Warden on Anor, I actually switched to the one I was gaining to be Wit, but I still think Valor is good on this character. Not really getting to the physical mastery cap anytime soon, I don't think. Okay, so now when you get on LOTRO, it says connection failed. You do not have the current version of the client installed. I think that it might be an issue related to Steam. Actually, just saw something about that. I don't remember what the result of it was. I can maybe check real quick. But as far as what we're doing here, yeah, I got Deed, Explore the Vales. I didn't talk to anybody, okay. Oh, I talked to him. I don't think there is anything I'm going to repair at him. I kind of got distracted, I guess, when I got up here. Maybe we'll have some quests go here, but these are the Galadrim, I assume. Those are the guys from Lothlorien, right? The Galadrim, or Lothlorien, and then it's like the something else for Mirkwood. It's a little bit different, but yeah, nothing up here. Didn't expect too much to be up here as far as questing goes, because we haven't got anything for it, but we might eventually. And we do have at least 3 quests that we're working on. Okay, yeah, I can't find that anymore for the connection issue. You downloaded it on the website. As far as I know, it should just update from there. If you're in the launcher, you might be able to check an option to like repair game client data or something like that. Repair the game client. Duskenvales? Are those what I need to kill? I believe so. I have a deed. I was trying to see what the deed is. It's an advanced one. Well, we'll look at it in a minute. He just resisted that. Yeah, I think repairing the launcher or client or whatever option is to repair something like that would just basically reinstall the game. One thing you can do is just completely delete your Lord of the Rings Online folder and try to reinstall from there. I know that's not really an ideal solution, but that's just all I really have here that I could recommend. Do we need to kill the crows for anything? I can't even see that crow, so we'll hit it. There it is. I was like, okay, so I have an advanced Slayer deed to defeat many, I think insects and beasts, so we should actually finish that. Looks like I think it was at 72 out of 80. Goat, don't need goat. Do I need boar? Will they give me venison? I was kind of hoping these were special boar that would, but they do not. So we are looking towards Middle Mirkwood, I think. I haven't been up here to actually get an AV like this, so we'll take a minute to look around up here. Yeah, so you can see this is like towards Vales of Anduin. I mean, we're in Vales of Anduin, but kind of towards the main chunk of it. We have some rocks blocking our view, but pointing straight towards like the Gladden Fields. Over there is kind of getting towards, it's probably getting around here with Gladden Fields again, kind of that mountain between there and Duskenvales with Misty Mountains there. And here we are looking towards, as far as I know, we're looking towards, yeah, like basically the Narrows Middle Mirkwood, because we're around Gladden Fields, and if this map is more accurate, that's kind of where we're looking. And down there should be Southern Mirkwood, because it's right next to Lothlorien. I don't know if we can really see that particular area there, but yeah, that is what is going on here. We can look. Always good for me to have those screenshots. Anyway, just thought I would take a little look there. Just updated something. It said the LOTRO began issue 115. Yeah, that one just came out, I guess, last night or yesterday. Kind of forgetting. Oh yeah, I need to go down here anyway. So we're still making progress. Just looking for deer along the way, and there is one. How many do we need? We need 8 more venison. I assume each deer has 1 venison. That would make sense. Oh, and he's going to stun me. For some reason, deers really like stunning in this game. I still think we need to drop down a little bit. I'm having the flickering landscape issue again with the water right there. Don't know if y'all can see it on the stream. It's doing it a little bit right now. It's doing it really bad up there though. It's just a lot of flickering with where it actually wants to be. A lot of boars, but no deer. Keep breaking my legs, but I can keep breaking them as long as I don't take 1 giant fall. It'll be okay. So we should have, yeah, we only have 6 seconds because of the way I was falling and can go down pretty quickly here. Yeah, repair game data, I think that's what it is. So there should be, it might actually be a boar we have to kill. That would kind of make sense now. Thought it would be Scadhern. I still don't think Scadhern, I just don't know what that sounds like, but based on this area, it makes sense that it would be a boar. Oh, we're not even in the area for Scadhern. We're working on the orange quest. I kind of thought the orange quest was Scadhern to get all these things, but it's good that we went down here so we can make sure we actually get all we need on this far side first. So I'm really curious what's across the river there. That looks like it could be a better version of Northern Mirkwood, to be honest. I'm assuming that's kind of getting towards... yeah, this is actually getting towards Southern Mirkwood, which I think looks a lot better than Northern Mirkwood. Don't think we can go across that. I'm kind of curious how far I can swim, though. I don't know, maybe it will let me swim the whole way. I assume it doesn't because the landscape doesn't look like it's actually finished there. Maybe it will let me swim the whole way, just no area to jump up. Okay, there we go. Now there's the invisible wall. It doesn't want me to explore anymore. Although I feel like I should be able to swim down the Anduin and go to Lothlorien. I don't know, maybe that is possible, but... yeah, just to get a look at the landscape, it doesn't look quite finished. Oh, here's a little treasure. Hidden cache. I think I need to find 18 of these. Wow. But yeah, this just looks a lot less cluttered than Northern Mirkwood, which is a big complaint I have of it compared to Southern Mirkwood, which is closer to this. Yeah, we unfortunately can't go there. And we can see Lothlorien. I mean, it's like really clear there. And then it does actually go to the Murkeves, which we might even be able to see with some of those more dead-looking trees in the back that look a little bit more yellow. So just kind of nice to see that connection with the landscape. So you did repair game data, and that did not work. It might not actually be game data, or it actually might be. There's one to reset like your display settings in the game. I don't think that would help, because I think the other one is repair game data. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't know with that issue what to do, besides maybe just like completely reinstall and deleting your whole Lord of the Rings online folder and then installing again. But it's just like really nice as far as this zone goes to see the connection between Lothlorien and Mirkwood there, especially with Siege of Mirkwood just being released on the legendary servers and doing that. Nice connect back to it. This place is not like Evendom. There is no absence of boars in the Vales of Anduin. We can get all the boar steak we want. Yeah, I used to, like, a couple years or even a few years ago, had some weird issues with LOTRO, and I think at one point I did that and it started working again. I also had an issue with my computer where, no, that would have been, so I had an issue where my hard drive decided to stop working. But that would have been unrelated to LOTRO because it's on my solid state drive. I don't think this is going to be walkable. I don't know, I'm kind of having fun just exploring this area with the river, but we can go around this time. Kind of makes me go a little bit slower with the questing in when I want to get done as the questing, but I also enjoy taking my time questing, so it just makes it go a little bit longer, especially when I'm exploring this neat little area. Got the weird sideways growing trees here. Now we can jump down. I just felt like that would be a little bit faster and safer than traveling in the water. Oop, already got that one. Ooh, my water tastes kind of weird. Maybe if I actually got water from the Anduin here, which looks really clean, would have been good. So we still need 9 more Anduin moss actually. I think I see one, yeah. Well, we'll still need 8 more of those though. This guy's taking a swim. There might even be one more. Yep, down here. So got a lot of the Anduin mosses now, only we'll need 6 more, which is a lot better than 9 more when we go up north. I do want to, while in this area, before I get too far going along the river, we can go ahead and search for that one guy. And I think we can get a lot of venison up towards there. I kind of remember seeing maybe more deer. Here's one right here. I assume he gives venison. I don't know why he won it. I almost feel like just because he's a signature, he should give 2. Oh, I'm in tank spec. We can switch to DPS spec for this. It was just with the orcs and running into that weird issue. Well, not really weird issue, but I did run into a weird issue. But to actually get to the point, running into the issue of thinking I was in tank spec, so just like pulling a bunch when it was not safe with DPS spec. Almost managed to escape out of it, but I was just taking way too much damage, which I wouldn't have in tank spec. And I ended up using my last good potion. Don't know, there might be another way to get these potions, but it really feels like back in like Lothlorien and Mirkwood times, you could actually barter for all the things you get from questing for those. But right now I just really want to save that for gear, if I can get through my hiccups. I guess one thing with the deer is the yellow ones, the dusk kind, don't show on the minimap because they're neutral. They won't just attack you, so it's kind of harder to find them because of that. And there's apparently a warg here, so yeah, I'm still not sure what Scadhern is, just based off the name. I can't really tell. But I'm kind of still thinking it's a warg, not really a boar anymore. For some reason I thought we were down in his area. Yeah, we're still not actually to his area. Could be a crow. Sounds like it could be a crow name even. Okay, we have a little bit more to go and we'll be in his area. We can get on our mount and search. I think I have one of those shadows attacking me. Okay, there are actually more boars here, so who knows. There are a couple of deer, so I can get some more venison. I'm not really too much in the need of that anymore. Found a few deer here and getting good progress on that now. And I'm going to get stunned. That should just be assumed that I'm going to get stunned. And have lag with my Gambit masteries. Seems to happen on this warden a lot more than the one on Anor. I don't know why, that I just have like so much more lag with the latency with my Gambit masteries, but it just seems to be what happens. Got some more Valor. I think I completed Slayer of the Vales, it looks like. No, I got a new deed for Slayer of the Vales. I did that specific Slayer deed to kill beasts and insects. Okay, still not seeing this whatever boss Gadhern guy I need to kill that I need to be aware of. Well, I guess we're killing this shadow light ball thing. I am in tank spec, so it's not doing as much damage to me and actually dying decently. Yeah, there are a bunch of deer here. I didn't really need to worry about that at all. All just ran away from something. Oh, Scadhern. So Scadhern is a deer, actually. It looks like he has 3 other deer with him, so we'll get some good progress on this. This might be, I did just switch to DPS spec, so might be a little bit more squishy, and I got stunned like right off the bat, which doesn't help. I do have Never Surrender on me. Don't really feel the need to cast that again, and I can just use a couple AoEs and... Oh, we killed his Duskkinds, but they didn't give me anything. I was hoping I'd get the venison from him. I should actually get a venison from him anyway. Yeah, it's like, he's still a deer. He should still drop one. Alright, well we got all that. Now we can go back along that Anduin and get some more moss and river reeds. Before we do that, I need to go to the top of this hill and just see what we can look out on. Really foggy up here. You can actually see the top of Lothlorien. Yeah, there's Mirkwood. We can see Murkeaves up here. And Lothlorien. Some weird platform in the tree looking thing. Fortunately, there's a tree right here that's just like right in the way for the screenshot a little bit, actually. Otherwise, they give me a good view. That one was just walking it right where I specifically was right there. Yeah, got Lothlorien down there. We actually have the Great River kind of where my cursor is now, and then there's Mirkwood. Now, the Great River connects to Lothlorien there somewhere. Just down south of it a little bit. So yeah, that's just really nice to see again, that you can see all that and connect to it from the new area. But we can go back and we'll go on a horse steed so we can travel fast this time and go back to the main part of this with the Anduin, part of the questing that I'm doing. Can't really get a good screenshot right here, but still looks neat. I'm surprised this area has been as good for exploring as it is. I did not really expect it to have this huge hill right here, which looking at the map after I'm here, it really makes sense that it's very hill-like and kind of a little mountainish. And yeah, just didn't really expect it to be like that, and from beta I didn't pay too much attention to this part of it, so kind of neat looking at that and being able to see Mirkwood and Lothlorien and even all the way down to the Great River down here. Wait, yeah, I accidentally zoomed out on the map. I want to go the other way. I want to go this way around the rock. If I remembered about that deer I needed to kill, don't even remember his name anymore. If I actually remembered about him, I should have gotten that while I was more down there and wasn't so far into this Anduin quest. Oh, we have a random quest here for fishing, it looks like. Well, we can go ahead and get it. Don't know if I really have fishing here to do. But yeah, these are just, okay, random quests. I do have one to catch, okay. Can fish with this, maybe? There are no fish on the line. Oh, so I just get these and hope there's a fish on the line. I see. Hey Skirk, so you got LOTRO fixed, which is really good, and you're enjoying Mirkwood? I have been enjoying Mirkwood too. We'll be going back to that later this evening. But today we are a little bit northwest of Mirkwood in Vales of Anduin. We were actually just looking at Mirkwood. I can maybe turn my camera and see, like, way down there is Mirkwood, the Murkies part of it more specifically. Well, getting randomly sidetracked with this quest, but not really a bad thing. Always nice to find more quests, get more gold marks, and just do more of the quests that I need to do. Guess it's going to be this very last one that I searched that will have the fish on it. Yep. I always wonder with quests if it just happened to be the 6th one there that I chose that had it. If it's that one specifically every time that has it, or if it's always the last one you choose no matter what. Okay, should get a lot of the moss here, it looks like, and also the river reeds. Oh, this one's actually a crayfish trap, but we only need 4 more Anduin river moss. The crayfish traps might actually go down south a little bit. Kind of feeling like I should maybe get them. I don't know. We'll go down south if we need to. I feel like we will need to, but we can go ahead and get what we need up north here. Probably should have, just looking back at this, gone this way first. So the way I was kind of envisioning doing these quests was going south and looping back up north, but now I'm actually getting quests back up north here to go, or potentially to go south. I suspect I will have to. We have some floating moss here. A lot of floating things in the game lately. And then we have one more Anduin moss to get. Okay. So that is way up north. I really feel like with the crayfish traps I won't be able to get enough up north, but we can again check. I feel like there's going to be... I need to answer my phone real quick. That was really loud. Kind of scared me. Okay, so I am going to mute myself real quick so I can call back and we'll just work on this quest. I'll get the crayfish and
We do not fear the darkness, and we never will.
Okay, so I am back from that. Sorry about that, but had to answer or call back about that. Got a few of the crayfish traps. Apparently I tried to go the wrong way. I was going to try and go around, but there was a little ledge there or something that did not want to let me. And I think with this one we can just go swimming and get one more crayfish trap, it looks like. And then we'll be done with this quest, and we'll have all 7 quests done, and we'll have even more quests done to turn in, so good on that as well. And then is there anything else? I believe... I mean, I should get some more quests. I expect to get some more quests from Arnheim, but it might be a really short storyline for all I know. But I suspect there will be more, and possibly went the slow way with this, but we did get the crayfish. So we can head back to turn that in, I think. Can try to run along the rocks as far as I can, but I think that will be it. Fortunately, we do have Forced March as a warden, which really helps our swim speed. And jumping. At least the last time I tested, I actually tested jumping versus just swimming, and it was a little bit faster. But anyway, not too much of a swim, and we can get back here and turn this in. Got 2 ghoul marks for that one, and reputation, of course, and of course the quest turn in. But the villagers of Arnheim have taken notice of my deeds. They took notice of my deeds when I completed a quest way out here. So I guess that's a good thing that they were able to take notice from way over there. These are a little bit weird, like wood carving type statues, but guess if that's what they like. Oh, apparently I can't jump over that. Can just jump in their crop fields. Okay, we finished that quest, and we'll have 2 more quests to turn in. I believe the one I should turn in first is up here, and then I'll go back down to the Garsund, who, as far as I know, yeah, that's the Woodfall quest, so the one I do want to turn in last. So this is a quest to talk to Inglefeld. Oh, this is Inglefeld. Collect truffles. No, truffles are pretty valuable. Talk to Baradal. Baradal keeps moving around. Follow the path west from Arnheim. Oh, west. I was going to go east. I was like going back to the fishing area. The other west. The west that is actually west over here, which I never looked at anything over here. This looks like an Aaron Mithrin-like structure. Looks like a dwarf thing that kind of got broken down in Aaron Mithrin from the dragons to me. Kind of odd that it's just like randomly here. This is kind of getting towards the what I expected to be the orangier area. But yeah, this looks like a dwarf area to me.
This cart is mostly empty.
Yeah, dwarf gold. Find the cart's owner. She still has her quest ring icon on the map, which is kind of annoying. The cart owner is actually to the east, it looks like. Oh, that's all that remains of the cart owner. Okay. And just laying there in a pile of blood. Guess I should dismount and actually talk to her. There we go. That cosmetic could be neat. I don't know if I've ever seen anything in-game that a character can wear that looks like anything close to that. Just kind of a really unusual look for this game. and looks better than anything else I have seen as far as the cosmetics go in this area. I mean, that could just be all that the woodmen wear, and if it has good stats, it has good stats, but cosmetically, it does not look too great to me. Well, there's a dead horse. Is that the missing horse? Yes, the horse has been killed and is floating. I talked to Baradal. Well, apparently we have to kill the warg before we talk to Baradal. I was kind of planning on killing it anyway, but I want to have my turning in my quest just in case I got something to kill wargs. Okay, continue. Find Shather Munzu. Now that one actually sounds like an orc. I'm pretty sure that's where we just were, Shather Munzu, like the name of the area. Yeah, that's just the name of this little structure type thing. Alright, complete the instance, the Shadow Hunter. Well, that sounds exciting.
The time has come to enter the dwarf ruin of Shather.
Sounds Mirkwoody.
The woodmen warned us of demons and the
Yeah, okay, there's a big warg. I can see why he's chieftain of the wargs. He is a giant warg. It's like as big as 10 wargs combined, probably. That's what I feel like a lot of these instances, these solo instance, quest instances, connect to things that could work really well for like just instances players can do. That's kind of what I feel like is going to be the lacking thing of this update. I've already seen people complain about it, that it doesn't have like in-game instances to go with it. And I kind of feel like that could be just something they could have. So you're saying, Steven, that the finding the Jailor took a while? Well, we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for me to find him. I'm actually knocking him out right now. Travel now. Wait, that's completed? Oh, I should go ahead and get this. What? Okay, continue. I'd like to accept these quests just in case I get something to kill like goblins or orcs or whatever, defeat orgs. Okay, so we're actually getting some side quests. Why am I attacking so weird right now? There we go. I just wanted to get the quest in case I had something to kill goblins, and I did get something that goblins count for. I don't know if it will be the biggest deal, one little camp like that, but... What's that? Start another quest? So we're getting a few quests here. That was unexpected. I expected this to just kind of be one of those story instances and already done with the storyline here, but does not look to be the case. Which isn't a problem, you know. Quests like these are fun to me and good to be doing. There's a pretty big org right there. Gotta keep in mind that I'm in DPS spec, so do have to be a little bit more careful. Now that I repaired my armor, I wouldn't mind switching to tank, just seeing what I can do here, though. What do we need to do? Collect woodman belongings? Something we can do, but I feel like killing a bunch of things at once might be fun. So we'll try to do that in the blue line. Hopefully I don't die, because it would probably be annoying to come back here. Alright, I feel like that's enough mobs. And it just feels safer if like even one little thing runs away, could have trouble in the red line. But if I can actually purposefully pull all this many in the blue line, we are relatively safer until my gambits decide to not go off my masteries. I don't know why I have so much delay with my masteries on this warden on Arkenstone compared to the one on Anor, but it's pretty crazy how many times I mess up my gambits with the masteries on this warden compared to the one on Anor, where it just don't run into the issue as often. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Unfortunately, I did trigger Never Surrender, which I think I had the buff the whole time anyway and didn't even need to use it. So you finished this instance last night. I will hopefully be finishing it this morning, unless it does take like really, really long. Yeah, these orgs look a little bit big. That one especially I thought looked big, and then this one also looks big, but Nice to see all these orcs. Kind of unexpected. I don't know exactly where we were. I assume we went into Shather Munza, but I don't know where exactly it was. One thing I'm kind of curious if it actually connects to Moria anywhere, or if it's just completely unrelated to that somehow, but it's kind of near where Moria could be with Lothlorien and Misty Mountains and all that, so kind of curious if this somehow would actually connect there, and they just maybe don't have that, but you know, it just got me a little bit curious. Wonder if I should go, I feel like I need to go east, but I wouldn't mind exploring north a little bit. I know I can't get the truffles here, that quest is distracting me a little bit though. Alright, let's try north because I do want to do something and not just stand there the whole time. I think that only hit a goblin. Wow, I have so many debuffs on me. I think those bleeds might kill me too. There I am. That's like just enough flag that it's really messing up my masteries here. Okay, that should get a lot of killing on me in combination with that especially. Okay. Feel a bit safer with my morale up there, but it just takes a while. I just have fun playing a warden and trying to do that again with the morale tap being stronger than I remember. I could also eat food and help a little bit, but yeah, just got like a ton of dots and bleeds and fears and stuns going on right now. They're really not helping. Is that one of those lost lore pages, I think? Oh no. It looked kind of like that. Would be surprised if they actually had one of those in the instance. That would not make too much sense, but it looked like one. We'll use all of those. Good time to go ahead and use that stuff when I need to, and I have plenty of food of course, but like the hope tokens, I know they give me a decent chunk of morale. Actually gave me like 7k, which is quite a bit, and then I also have plus 5% maximum, so I'm going way up in the morale compared to like how low I could be, I suppose. With a lot of weaker mobs like this, it's not as much worth like using any of the morale tap type stuff. As fun as it may be, just like killing them can go pretty quick. Like if I get a few of my dots like that, I do have a signature left, but can just do that type of heal. What am I building? But yeah, all these dots going on like that one doing 6,700. That is what's killing me right now. So we still need to find Baradal. Looks like I can continue this way. Like I said, I thought I would need to head east, and just thought I would try north first, explore a little bit. Okay, we will have plenty of orgs to stun us here. Guess we're doing another big pull right now. Really messing up. You can probably see me try to use some of these Game Masters and they're just never going off. Like that one's twice now has just not gone off. And then it went off really quick right there. Actually, I went off when I was supposed to. I somehow have one of the green mobs left. Okay, got something done, the Den of Orgs. Yeah, it looks like this connects back to where the other one would have gone, so that's okay with the path we took. Might have been a little bit quicker to go the other way, but I did want to go the way I went. Got a really big hit, I think, on the one I'm not attacking, which is a regular mob, so I really want it to hit the signature even though I am attacking him and dealing damage to him that way. Okay, apparently we're using our really slow but strong bleed here. Yeah, Shield Mastery, just reading your message a little bit and saw Shield Mastery pop up. I could definitely use stuff like that in preparation for pull, like Conviction, and then Shield Mastery makes immune to stuns, which is helpful. But yeah, these things would definitely help me survive a little bit better if I decided to actually use them before the fight, but usually don't want to spend the time doing that. But to go over your like full message, you do decent DPS when you spam Resolution. Yeah, Resolution's surprisingly strong. That one I thought was nerfed a lot more than it appears to have been. What are we doing? I guess we're just going around a little bit looking for the person we need to find. I don't know, I feel like they could be north up there or just continue to head east maybe? Don't think south. Actually, I'm kind of feeling north right now. And then a few Surety of Death, Brink of Victory, and Warcry. Yeah, that line's really strong for your DPS while you're otherwise trying to survive. At least having those dots up is good. And using stuff like Restoration, which heals a lot of morale, is good. And Defiant Challenge, yeah, that's a good one because it increases mitigations a little bit. Pretty easily to increase mitigations, and you get the reflect damage, which is surprisingly strong. Looks like I am finding some woodman belongings. Oh, there she is. Looks like I did choose to go the right way. There are a lot of wargs here. Don't know if there's a point in killing them besides fun, but this has been a fun solo instance so far, so we'll do that. I assume this is a solo instance. I don't know. Maybe I could find other random landscape players in here. It is instanced off, I know, and with these specific quests, but yeah, it might not necessarily be only me in here, but I kind of assume it is. I haven't seen anybody else, but could just be an inactive time in general. Apparently he's going to call all these other orgs, but that's okay. I also feel like I'm just getting generally good loot. I don't know. I always feel like I need loot right now. Oh, I need to kill the Jailor to get the key? Yeah, well, at least I found her, and then I need to find the Jailor. Yeah, attempt to break the lock. I don't think it will let me, based off of your comments. Yeah, defeat the Orc Jailer and acquire a crude iron key. So yeah, I need to do that part now, and you say you think that is east? I crossed the completed bridge and went north and found her, but now I need to kill the Jailor. Well, I assume it's kind of southeast from here. I'll kind of expect that corner-ish. This really looked like an area that seemed pretty important looking, and that's why I headed up north there. Still need one more woodman belonging, not all that many. I don't know if I've been picking up all of them along the way with all the chain pulling I've been doing. So I think a good time to go ahead and get them here, especially with just little green goblins that die super quick. Or should die super quick. One thing I have noticed is since I've gotten my finesse up that I'm getting resisted way less, so that's really helped with like my morale taps and stuff hitting so I can survive with that. And just been generally nice. There's actually an instanced area right here. I don't know if I want to try to go there. I kind of feel like the Jailor could be in some like room right there. I have a ton of dots on me again, but I feel like I can do enough damage right here that I don't need to worry about doing morale taps. Even Warcry just help get another dot rotating at that point. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious how much damage all these do. 4,400. Yeah. They do a decent amount, not too much individually, which is a good thing. Okay, I'm kind of worried to head there. Yeah, that's just the exit apparently. Yeah, I guess there is an exit. Maybe not really a solo instance because of that. You never enter that portal. Yeah, it is an exit. So I'm going to head south. I feel like that is kind of the area I need to go. I know I'm pulling some things along the way. Apparently I have conviction built up though. So there were several others here with you. That's kind of good to know because I was just curious if this was like a solo instance area specifically, but doesn't appear to be the case. I think I'm going to have to use Never Surrender, but if I don't have to, I would like to not to and just get the cooldown going on that. And we don't. I don't want to do it yet because the dots might actually trigger it. But I want to get the cooldown going on that and go ahead and have it as a backup, but don't want it to trigger. There we go. Any Jailer here? Doesn't appear to be. I will search here just because this is kind of in general where I feel like he'd be, but right now, just based on the looks of it, I really doubt it. Somebody's casting something. I feel like it's a stun, so I'll just run away a little bit in case it is. Fortunately, this is a really fun area to be, even if I'm having trouble finding an Orc Jailer right now. Haven't been searching too long for him specifically. Basically went the wrong way twice, but wasn't too big of a deal either time. I can just go a little bit different way now. Yeah, let's get those guys hit with Surety of Death. I'd like to chain pull as much as I can in here. I feel pretty safe doing that now. Yes, this is the other area I feel like a Jailer could be. I was honestly kind of thinking it was possible that one would be here once I actually got in here, but nope. Oh man, I think Never Surrender triggered. I really didn't want it to, but it's okay. Now I can just focus on DPS, I suppose. Yeah, there's the other hunter here. Okay, so as far as the Jailer, where can they be? I started this instance over here, and I went to the... Oh, there's the Jailer. That works. I guess it was this little thing, but I kind of expected it to be a little bit different than that. But I remember it being that little skinny orc thing. I don't know, maybe it wanders around and is a little bit random and you do actually have to search around for it a bit, but we got that one quickly with that. Now I can just open the thing and run away from this org that's killing me. Wonder if it actually will ever drop aggro. There's a stealth one. Feel like my warden on Anor, that would be plenty of dots to kill him. If that has enough ticks left, it actually could, but I don't think those do have enough ticks left. I don't know if they de-aggro because in instances usually mobs will not, but with this being a little bit different, they might. Got plenty of mobs chasing me at least. Again, I don't think they will actually de-aggro at all. So we might run into a pretty big fight here. Just make sure I get out of line of sight so any sort of archers have to actually run up and not be chicken. Maybe. Somewhat worked. I at least got them grouped together. Should be good to just hit them with damaging things now, I think, for the most part. Maybe. And then I get like all the dots ticking on me though, then I take a ton of damage, especially with that stun right there. Oh man, that was really close. That stun Stuns are always bad, but that particular situation was bad, and at least I have the key now, though. I don't feel like I lost too much progress there, so don't feel too bad about that overall. Probably didn't need to run on chain pull that much, but it is fun. And if I wasn't stunned, I could have lived through it, and just happened to be stunned. That's where Shield Mastery really comes into use. Shield Tactics, actually I think it's called. I have to reforge my allies again. Where are they up to? 40? Yeah, they're all up to 40. So we'll get those. Can get a lot of heritage runes, mainly for my ults. That's what I would use those on. If I ever get into a situation where I'm playing my ults again. Just doesn't seem all that likely, but possible. Still good to have. For some reason I thought I went this way last time. Maybe I didn't. I'll go back around here. Just for some reason I thought I went another way, but we'll just go here, and I think this will lead to the entrance I can go to. Oh yeah, because we went to the exit or entrance or whatever and just went right back in. I didn't actually die earlier. Because I was like, I'm not familiar with this even though I was out here, but I think this will take me right to that same area and I can just go around and pretty safely. I think it's the big orgs when they howl, they're the ones stunning me. So you're redline champion, you didn't really chain pull, I guess quite like I am right now, but you were able to take like 3 groups at a time. I like to get 1 resolution on them before they die, so I can get decent healing from it, and I did not. Did use Safeguard, so I guess I can get that bonus for restoration. Maybe. I don't know if you might have to use the first one. First, actually, but... Well, I guess I don't need a morale tap. I'm probably not going to pull all that much more. We can be a little bit safer here, especially with my morale down a little bit. And then eat some food and then get up. But yeah, I always have fun pulling more. He's gonna stun me. It's the same howl basically as the one in Org Pins. Too familiar with it, unfortunately, but what was I just going on about? I don't know, but I actually need to get a heal off from him. His dot is a lot stronger, I think. But I need to eat my food again. Can do another hope token, I suppose. I have plenty of hope tokens. It's just that's something because I only have 19, I guess. Feel like saving a little bit more. I do have some essences. I have a vitality one. Unfortunately, I already used put some good essences in my thing, but I can put this, I believe, in there. Oh no, how do I use that? The incoming healing rating one, I probably don't want. I might have a worse essence already equipped though. Yeah, I don't want the fate one compared to that. So just to get something a little bit better, I think I can unslot that, and yeah, now I could just replace it, and now I have more vitality. Orc Pins gave you nightmares? Yeah, that's one, if you can avoid the stuns, it's not too bad, but it's a fear type stun, so it's really annoying and it lasts a really long time. And it has a pretty long range. I think their stun from these orgs seems a little bit shorter range because I was able to run away from one earlier. Unless I somehow resisted it, which I suppose is possible. And I don't think these little orgs, as far as I know, they don't do it. They still get annoying dots, which do stack on top of each other and get annoying as far as killing me goes. Okay, now I can open the lock and continue this quest only after all that. So complete instance, Dawn's Arrival. So yeah, we already are on that instance here. I do have one more side quest at least to do, which I will go ahead and do, but yeah, we're doing Dawn's Arrival here with... All the mobs disappeared. All the fun disappeared. Oh, we're doing the chieftain, like, nemesis or whatever. Yeah, he is a nemesis, the chieftain of Orcs. Wasn't happy we killed everything, I guess. Oh, the pigs have escaped their pens. I'm guessing the Orcs have escaped. There we go. I get to take on a nemesis. That's fun. There we go. Now I get to take on a nemesis. Is it just me? There we go, now he's doing damage. I was gonna say, is he not doing like any damage at all? But yeah, now he's doing damage. That scare him away? Oh, there's Galadriel. This is actually kind of interesting. Oh yeah, I just saw the message to prepare for the large orc, and there he is, yeah. So yeah, this is just something, not necessarily here with like the storyline, but maybe afterwards they could have an instance with that orc as like a boss, just as something, some sort of something, I don't know, like storyline, how that would fit with him being banished from here specifically, but maybe wherever he went we could go kill him. There we go. Oh, we have to listen to the conversation. Now we're getting to the boring part of these solo instances. So I do have a might essence. I'm kind of wondering if the might is going to be better than that 7,000 incoming healing, which I honestly think is pretty bad. I think it went up from like 5.3% to that, so yeah, that's a really low amount of incoming healing. And I unfortunately think might would be even better. I almost even think outgoing healing would be even better. I don't know, 12,000 outgoing healing versus 7,000 incoming healing. Where's my tactical mastery? I don't even know if outgoing healing would affect my outgoing heals, even though I think it technically should. But yeah, we can replace this one with the might one at least. A little bit better. Not too much better. Might gives me mainly physical mastery, but also the block and parry a little bit. Some other essences, so I do have some physical mitigation, a lot of vitality ones it looks like. I've just equipped what I have. I haven't farmed essences or anything, just gotten whatever I've looted or whatever. That's what I've been using. I have a parry rating one that I'd like to replace as well. Don't have anything to really replace it with anymore. I replaced the fate one, which I probably would have rather actually kept the fate one and replaced the parry one if I saw that one. And then we have virtues here, getting pretty good progress on valor. I believe that was really low on this character. But even at this point, 798 physical mastery is actually hardly any at all. Your champion has unbuffed 183k physical mastery. Yeah, that's not nearly as much as I have. My gear is pretty bad overall. I finally got my finesse up a little bit, not quite to 25%, but it's up to 23.4%. Again, just working with quest gear at this point, pretty much. So getting that up has been nice. Like my resistance, crit defense seems a little bit higher, maybe. For some reason I thought I had some like crit defense gear, but maybe not. And then my mitigations are really bad. They're a lot better in tank spec, but they're still like just really bad overall. Okay, we got that done. We do get another teal piece of gear. Didn't even look at this one. Ooh, this one has finesse and critical rating. This is much better. I have a level 110 bracelet. I really needed a bracelet, and this has a bracelet. It's really annoying that the all the... Actually, this one, the agility, usually it's the might ones that have more finesse when I generally want more finesse. Although I feel like I'm just doing a lot better on finesse in general. It's really nice that I've gotten that on gear, so I'm up to 23.4%. I'd rather be at 25%. I think this will help with that. And also get an essence slot. Do lose some light of Verindel. I'll be bad if I go back to Mordor. But yeah, I'm wondering what that brings my finesse up to. 25.3, so yeah, that's actually a good point, and could maybe even replace some other pieces of gear that contribute to finesse. Complete quests of the Wilder folk. Oh, I got a new quest, Protectors of the Wilder folk, so talk to 3 people. I assume 3 people at each camp or something? Oh no, those are the people. Oh yeah, this like unlocks the dailies and new vendors, I think. But I still want to collect some truffles, and then we'll go back to Garsund. Your gear is all at least level 370. Yeah, mine is not good compared to that. I got some above 370 now, like this chest piece, but I don't even like the parry and evade rating from that. This one, not too bad. I'd rather more vitality than agility on it, but compared to what I've had, I cannot really complain about any of my new gear pieces compared to what I used to have, even though still would have some complaints about them if I had better options. Yeah, I have like 115. I did get the other 120 bracelet, but have a lot of 115 jewelry. Got some 120 now. Started some of the quest rewards shifted from like armor to jewelry. Pocket item still bad. Warden shield still bad. Warden class item still 115. Not really bad, I would say, but level 115, so relatively bad. And compared to just looking at this Warden shield compared to the new craftable one, it's much worse than I do know that much, at least. Jumping around. I did this exact like area before, and that time I came out with 6 seconds of slow. This time I came out with 0 seconds. So I've improved each time. Okay, we need to sniff out some truffles, it looks like. I think this is a dog, I assume? Oh no, that's a pig. I don't know how that will help me get some truffles, but it will. What does he do? He can sniff out truffles for me. Off. Oh, does that mean there's a truffle? Okay. Guess I'll just run around a little bit and hope he sniffs out some truffles. There's one. He walks really slowly, but as long as I keep going, I think, and not aggro too many boars, we'll be good. See if there are any along there. I don't really know what like his range to sniff them out is. I just feel like because I've been seeing a lot in the... Did you just see one? Nope. A lot around the water that there might be more. Yep, there's one. Well, we're at 3 out of 8. Considering what this quest has been like, I am doing good on that. Hey, again, Ethan Jones, it's the same as earlier that I'm going to be doing that in the evening with Mirkwood on Anor. Okay, we got 4 from that pond. Maybe we'll get the other 4 from this one. That would be ideal. According to the map, that is kind of likely, actually. Seems like he just made a noise. There we go. Hopefully they feed him a truffle, if he really likes them, for all of this. I'm just the one picking up the truffles, he's doing all the hard work. Wonder what he'd feel like if I killed a boar right here. Yep, there's a truffle. Can see on the map there should be 2 to the south of me as well if I don't find a couple others along this part of the pond. Should be one if I head like right this way, maybe about here or so. Just gotta hope Noff actually gets to it. Noffer? Is that his name? He says Noff, but his name might be Noffer. Maybe. Potentially I have to actually go up, maybe in here. I don't know, all the other ones have been on water. I'm just looking at the map and see that there's supposedly one there. So Judah, back when you could actually sell the Valors for gold, I would spend my gold and buy some for some of my alts, but even after that, that was the 95 Valor back when they actually, he said Noff somewhere. Yeah, okay, so we did get one back there. It's like there should be, according to the quest. And then there is one more just down here that looks like he missed, or I missed, and made him miss. But yeah, for a few of my characters, I did just do like regular leveling up, but a few of them, because I had the gold and people would sell them for that, that's what I would do. Really unfortunate that they stopped letting you actually buy store items basically for gold from other players. I thought that was a really good system, and unfortunately they just like took it away. I can actually muster and Holtvis and swift travel back here quicker than I could probably run there, so we'll do that. It gives me time to stretch. So yeah, we got, I assume that's all the quests for that area. Duskenvales, we did the main storyline quest for it. Where's the Stable Master? I always forget here. Up to the north. But anyway, this one was also a relatively short storyline. Some of them have been longer, some of them have been shorter. This was another one of the shorter ones, or I'm just like going faster with these. I did go a little bit slow with some of Duskenvales here, so definitely was a relatively short one considering that as well. But yeah, no problems like with the length of these. I think it's pretty good. We have 2 turn-ins, one to Ingelfeld, who I believe is right here, and then Garson, which is next to it. I'll go the same path as earlier. There's another one of the wood statue carving things. I'll have to offer, I do offer a truffle to Noffer. I was hoping that he would at least be fed one. Apparently I get to feed him one. Finish the quest for him, and got 3 gold marks for the truffles there. Feel like that should be more like 30 gold marks. We got 3 gold marks for that one as well, and now we are done with Duskenvales like completely. And now we're done with Vales of Anduin questing. We got Protectors of the Wilderfolk, but as far as the quests go, we finished, right? We should have finished. Quest of the Wilderfolk, so we did finish that, got 10 gold marks for that apparently. I'm up to 141 somehow. I got like so many, I guess. I got a ton since I last looked. I was at like 50 or so when we were getting kind of close to starting this, I think. Go back to Holtvis. I should have just mustered in Holtvis. That's it would take maybe a little bit longer overall, not too much longer, because with swift travel you do have to travel a little bit, but wouldn't have had to spend like my 90 silver or whatever. My very valuable 90 silver. I only have 237 gold to begin with. And now we can talk to these people. All 3 of them apparently. Gold marks for Embers. This is a weekly. So gold marks for Embers. 75 gold marks for 500 embers. Don't know if it's worth it. Might be. This is Protectors of the Wilderfolk. Okay, one of the continues for that. Gold marks for embers. Alright, have that quest. Protectors of the Wilderfolk. That one's ready to finish. And gold marks for embers. Yeah. Protecting. Okay, so these are the dailies, I assume. Complete Shathar Munzu, the Pack, Two Brothers, Caged Wayward Herd. I'm guessing those are the dailies, at least. If I go there, would I get them? No, I have to talk to them. I don't know if these dailies are different every day. Also get Vales Beorning token. But yeah, I'm kind of curious if these are different. I assume they would be different every day and not all the Shathar Munzu. But I'm also interested in the dailies. These are a little bit different quests and pretty decent looking. They all give only 1 gold mark, it looks like. That's a little bit unfortunate. I'd kind of hope they give a little bit more. It looks like the first general one is 5 gold marks though. But I feel like they could give a little bit more maybe. I don't know though. But yeah, 750, complete protecting Shathar Munzu. Oh, so I have a quest to complete a quest, which is a quest to complete 4 quests. That's really fun. Oh, I have to complete that twice, it looks like, and then I get... Yeah, I have to complete that twice, I guess. So I have a quest to complete, 1 quest to complete 4 quests twice. Here we go. But anyway, this one I get Virtue XP, so this is one of those weeklies, I believe. This one I think is weekly, protecting the Beornings. It says repeatable quests. Yeah. Okay, so you may have heard there is something broken with these dailies or something. You don't have your Discord there, your work. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't specifically heard anything, but maybe. There's something you can like destroy items or something for a quest, and yeah, so you'd actually just travel to that. That's not too bad. I don't know if I want to do the 75 gold marks. What do these guys have? I haven't even looked at any of them to barter. Oh, these are the Vales Woodman token. Oh, different armor for these. Well, this armor looks really nice. That's that would be something to look forward to. Okay, so these are his dailies. He has the Vales Beorning tokens. He has like different things. I don't know if I would rather his. I don't know if you can transfer your like Beorning tokens into the other tokens, the Woodman tokens or whatever from these guys. Wait, I have... Oh, now I have a quest. Protect... Okay, hold up. Current quest, available quest. So I actually get a quest for all of these, it looks like. Okay, I just got a lot going on with this, taking me a minute. Does this guy... What does this guy have? Thrill? Oh, she doesn't have anything specifically. So it is just these 2 vendors mainly. Could spend the Beorning tokens on returning to Beorning Husk. Probably don't want that since I already have returned to Holtviz. Don't really need both of those. But yeah, just to take a quick peek at maybe the... Oh, I have to get reputation with the... What? What reputation? Who do I need reputation for?
We hear tell of great deeds from far away, but danger is always near. We do not fear the darkness, and we never will.
Okay, I assume this is the same reputation, so I assume I should not be worried about that. I am kindred, so shouldn't have problems with that. I'm just kind of slightly worried right now that it was a different reputation, but it doesn't look like it will be. So I guess the weekly quest I have, protecting the Woodman, I'll have both of those to complete those twice. Okay. I see now. And then I can turn 75 gold marks weekly into 500 Embers of Enchantment. But we'd have to see with the Embers of Enchantment if that is really worth it. I assume it is because I can get essences and things like that. But I think what I first would like to look at is if I just want like plain old armor to begin with. We can get padded or the veil. Yeah, we can get padded or non-padded. Padded. So I could get like a lot of physical mastery if I choose this one, but would it be worth it to do that or save my gold marks at all? I don't know what else I could spend my gold marks on besides the 75 thing. Kind of wondering which one I would want to do most. I don't need finesse as much as I used to, otherwise I would like probably actually consider getting this one, but don't think it's that worth it that much anymore. A lot of the stuff with Fate is not ideal. It has a little bit of nice things about it. The Cloak, is there a Cloak here? That's probably what I would kind of immediately want. I don't want to actually lose physical mastery, but gain so much more from it. Almost gain enough physical mastery just from agility. It's that much of an upgrade, and a ton of armor. So yeah, that'd probably be my first upgrade. We can look at the crit defense, I assume. Yeah, that one's crit defense. Rather this one. I don't have essences though, and I think that's where the embers will come into play. So yeah, just taking me a little bit here, but I do want to look at this stuff. So this has like, okay, that is a helmet. So that's like the defense ones. These are heavy armor. Okay, so they're different pieces. That's a good thing to know, that it's not like two competing pieces. So I'm just curious if one of these has a cloak real quick. That is what I'm looking at. I don't see a cloak from any of these. Looks like there are shoulder pads and boots. Wait. Okay, I'll look one more time and actually pay attention to what all they have. So yeah, they have shoulders, and then shoes, and more shoulders and shoes, and more shoulders and shoes, and bracelets, which I do need bracelets. And then this one has gloves and helmet, and rings. So helmet, shoulders, glove, shoes. So they're missing the pants, chest piece, and cloak. So those are the things I'll look to get with ghoul marks: the pants, chest piece, and cloak. And I think the pants will be an upgrade for me. And then I don't think there is any jewelry from the ghoul marks, so that is okay. And we got all the relics we need. Got that a while ago. So I do want to spend the ghoul marks real quick on cloak, pants, and chest piece if I want any of those. It took a while to find out that's exactly what I want, but it is what I want. I think I'll keep the pants I have and replace my cloak first of all. And then the chest piece is just one I really have to decide. I don't think at this point that it'd be worth switching over to that. And the pants I do think, and since I have enough ghoul marks, I might as well. Or potentially I get more ghoul marks if I do the dailies a lot, and could go ahead and turn them into embers and just wait on the pants, because my pants I have equipped right now aren't too bad and they give me some defenses, so we'll wait on that. This is taking me really long to get this, but I just want to make sure I get the right things from this. I'll check this barter again real quick.
How may I be of service to
Yeah, just cosmetic stuff. I'm hiccuping kind of bad right now.
you? Can I be of service?
Yeah, we'll finish that. There we go.
Can I be of service to you?
Well, that was a lot, but we can go to Scarhold now, I think. I won't be doing the dailies, that's something I would save for later. But yeah, we can go to Scarhold now and just look at the embers. I don't know if I would have enough to actually do anything with them. I can't equip that though. Might be able to deconstruct what I have for some embers. It's actually really nice to have some enjoyable questing in a zone to get to the end game, which seems like it would actually be pretty decent, better than some other ones, besides the fact that I guess there aren't instances, which is an issue. I would say they could definitely have some, and if they intend you to run the old ones, that's not like necessarily a problem, but I just feel like for the Vales of Anduin and all that stuff, they could have an instance or two, and it seemed like there was a lot of stuff that could really work for instances. So this guy has, yeah, he has the essences. Don't know if I'd rather save for the 3000 one or the 4500 one, but that's a ton of essences, and even if I want like the armor or jewelry or whatever, it's just a lot of essences, I suppose. So yeah, we can earn not a lot of essences, a lot of the Embers of Enchantment, which I do get from like the weeklies and all that, so maybe won't be too bad. I assume it's not like a primary. Apparently I have a lot of these Marks of Longbeard that I need to spend. Doubt I have enough reputation for anything, basically. And it's one issue I ran into with this one, and looks like I could have actually gotten a nice cloak for just one of these. It's actually a really nice cloak, not necessarily better than what I have, but having 2 essence slots would have been better than what I used to have. But yeah, just the fact that I didn't have enough reputation was one problem with this zone. Which could have been partially my fault, since the questing I kind of abandoned somewhat in the middle, but the questing was not nearly as good as Vales of Anduin, and was abandon worthy in my opinion. But anyway, we can get back to the Vales of Anduin. Just wanted to check that vendor real quick. And to kind of wrap this up, we need, I should just muster and hope this, we need to do Mirkwood on my Warden on Anor later today. I will be doing that stream in the evening, probably, I don't know, from now, like 10 hours or so from now. Not sure exactly when I'll be doing it, but sometime this evening I'll try and schedule it a couple hours before when I actually know. Otherwise, I will continue to try to edit some videos for next week, and that's what's going on with that. Still need to edit them. But as far as this stream goes, I've had a lot of fun just in Vales of Anduin in general, but finishing Vales of Anduin, that last storyline was pretty good with Duskenvales. After doing all 6 storylines, I still say it's probably the best zone, since at least, what was it? At least something in Rise of Isengard. I don't know the specific zones there, and I'd have to quest there again to really know. But yeah, as far as just my experience in the zone, it's been really good, and that's kind of why I wanted to connect back to it, even though I'm in the middle of doing Mirkwood on Anor on that Warden, which we will get back to again this evening. But anyway, I hope you all did enjoy this, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more, and thanks for watching and joining, everyone.